What the fuck is going on? Surprise, by the way, a out of the blue live because shit's been going down. And plus I have something another thing I want to talk about, something but I'm going to get that later because something crazy's just happened. Okay. So, let's get into it. If you guys started following Love Island last year, like I did, you know that we've all come to love the three girls, also known as PPG, consisting of Janae Craig, Leah Kateb, and Serena Page. Serena emerged victorious along with her man Cordell Beckham. That's not who. That's not what I've been seeing about lately. That's not what I'm talking about. And I'm not talking about Leah because the new she's kind of involved in it. Everybody's involved actually. I'm just saying, a whole shit happened about it's about Janae and her man, Mr. Kenny Rodriguez. Janae and Kenny came in third in the Love Island season 6 last year. And this year, all of them are back on technically on Peacock because they are producing a spin-off. They're currently airing a spin-off that airs every Thursday night at 9. They're airing the spin-off entitled Love Island Beyond the Villa. A select handful of cast members are here. Now, it all started a couple days ago, back to Janae and Kenny. It all started a couple days ago. I don't know who broke it first, but Janae and Kenny were revealed to have been broken up. That's it. Relationship over. Nothing really said. And as fans would do, they assumed on what happened. Rumors going around, as they do. Don't even know what is fact and what is opinion. And I'm sorry, I can't read your name. I don't know how to read your name, but thank you for the hello. So hello. So you're not gonna see me. You're just gonna hear me. If you want to see me, how much are you willing to pay? I'm just joking. Okay, back to this topic. So rumors go around that maybe one party had a little side fling happen. Now, I don't know any rumors, a whole bunch of shit's happened, but a couple hours ago, Janae released a statement. I'm on her TikTok page right now. She released a statement. Well, first I saw it on her Insta story. It's now on her TikTok as well. 3 hours ago, she posted a statement. Hi, my loves. Thank you for all your love and support. It means the world to me. As you know, Kenny and I are no longer together. Right to the point, she says it. Yep, we broken up. It's over. Please know that I have seen all the breakup theories, like I just mentioned, and none have matched up to how terrible, disgusting, and disappointing it truly is. With that sentence alone, the first thought is, it's worse than what the fans assume. It is worse. And something very appalling went down. But I digress. Discovering that someone you loved isn't who you thought they were and that the relationship you thought you were building hasn't been genuine since day one has been truly devastating. This is coming from someone who, during the infamous Cosmore coupling, said that she was taking L's left and right. And she almost quit the game quit the Love Island game after she saw Kenny walk in with a Casa bombshell. And honestly, maybe she probably should have, but she didn't. And you got the relationship. Oh, holy shit! There's a whole bunch of people now. Random, hey, random. Angelica, that's for a reason. That's for a reason. The camera's blocked, by the way, so you can't see. I have a blocker. You can't see my face, and you never will, unless you have good enough paycheck. And hello, yes, hi, aviation person 6'7". Okay, back to the. I'm not done with the statement. Thank you for respecting my privacy, and please know, as a child of God, I will always be okay. So yeah, like I said, something truly appalling happened, and we don't know because speculation. Around an hour later, Kenny released his statement on his Insta story. Um, I'm jumping from TikTok to Instagram. I literally had to search his fucking name, both everybody's names, to go back and forth because statements are being dropped left and right. A lot of people are getting involved. Before this, before I even get to a statement, I forgot. Almost every single person from the season has unfollowed Kenny. Janae, obviously, Leah and Serena, their hubbies, Cordell and Miguel, plus Liv and Kaylor. Kaylor and Liv also unfollowed. And so did that early exit Connor, who then follows Janae. So obviously if the literally everybody unfollowed you, then you must have done some nasty shit. But I'm on Kenny's statement IG story now. I mean his statement. The past few days have been incredibly difficult. I've been quietly sitting with a lot of emotions and doing my best to process everything privately. Again, no mention of what it is, just said that. Ooh, excuse me. Sorry, I had dinner. Breakups are never easy, especially in the public eye. Well, duh. Sometimes, despite how deeply you care for someone, you come to the hard truth that the relationship was not something that could last long term. Excuse me? What what's that supposed to mean? What's that supposed to mean, Kenneth? I'll always be grateful for the time we shared and the memories we created. I released this chapter with no ill will, only a hope that Janae's path forward brings her nothing but happiness. I pause for a reason. Janae then responded via another Insta story. Now, this is where we know something really, really, really went down. Tag starts with a tag, then shut the fuck up, you manipulative liar. You not taking accountability and telling people the type of person you really are is insane to me. My first statement was me being nice. Do not piss me off. Are you fucking kidding? That story alone has made the situation from a 10 to a 5,000 level. Yeah, okay. Well, you'll have to be someone who's watched Love Island literally and have a certain amount of TikTok brain rot following, like for watching Love Island related shit for a long time to really understand. But something happened. Something happened. That's it. Literally saying you're not taking accountability and telling them the people, the type of person you are is insane to me. That means that Janae's basically calling Kenneth a disgusting human being. The equivalence of calling him disgusting human being. Then Janae's friend Leah, remember Leah, then kind of went to Kenny's latest post comments, which is limited by the way. His comments are limited by the way. First saying, delete my man off your page, you clout demon. Clout demon? This adds another piece to the puzzle. Once again, something obviously went down because before the breakup was announced, Janae and Kenny were like at a party related to David Dobrik. That's the name you probably haven't heard in a while, and they were having a great time, and having a blast. And now, next thing later, they broke up. And Leah now calling Kenny a clout demon? The same man who literally cried in her arms after Janae literally told Kenny to choose that woman that he brought in from Casa, saying that if you will make the decision, I'll decide for you. Literally crying in her arms in a very vulnerable moment. That now is 100% obsolete. It and a few minutes later, the comment's gone. Comment's gone, meaning he deleted a comment. He deleted the comments. Now, what I saw next, what happened next, we're trying to go chronologically here. The next stain just made everything from a 5,000 to a 100,000. It just got gets it. Hold on, let me raise this. It just gets worse, and all because Janae's sister, I think Najee, is if that's how you say it. I'm sorry if I butchered it. I didn't know she. But by the way, I didn't know Janae had a sister. But she then got involved, and you probably might figure out why everybody's literally disassociating from Kenny and why Leah called him a clout demon, and why Janae's saying that you taking no accountability, telling the people who you really are, insane. Here's why. Now that my sister's spoken, I can speak on the issue. This N word, the word I'm not going to say for obvious reasons, really had us fooled. Fumbled the baddest he'll ever have on mamas. As for Janae, still blessed and highly favored. Again, something, it's adding up. He fucked up very badly. And for her sister to get involved, it's worse when family gets involved. It's one thing if friends are in it, but when family, yeah. Then, oh wait, it actually didn't go to 100. Now it goes to a 100,000. Leah that Kenny then deletes Leah's comment, like I said from the post. She recommented, seeing through that obviously he wiped it out. She responded saying, she then said again, how about you delete my man off your page instead of deleting my comments with an emoji, one winking tongue out emoji, like Megan Thee Stallion, ah. Oh, great, I see she has more stories. Hold on. Oh, okay. But she posted her story got even worse. What really happened? Once again, as well, tagging Kenny. Put a sock in it, ChatGPT had ass. He's freaking saying that he's saying that was actually AI. He's saying that his story was AI. Tell the truth for once. You ready? Racist, clout slash money hungry, and a scammer since day one. Racist, clout slash money hungry, scammer? Trying to make it seem like it's something it's not. DW Arne is blessed and highly favored. Racist. Racist. Oh yeah, Janae is black and Kenny is part Dominican. I think. Yeah, I think he said it was Dominican. But racist? She's literally saying racism. What? Something now it's now it fucked up. Now we know Kenny really, 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 really fucked up. Cause he said something racist about Miss Janae. Ooh, oh my god. Oh my god. Ooh. And uh, I'm I'm looking at updates from an account on TikTok that is going through all of this, and then one of the comments from one of her posts put two and two together. I saw on Reddit someone said his group chats were leaked, and he referred to Janae by the N word. Fucking excuse me? Referred to Janae by the N word? And excuse me by going, because now I'm trying to look through the Love Island Reddit, the USA Reddit. Or trying to look on any Reddit related to this alleged N word calling. That's it. Oh, wait, it's even better. All right, okay, now there's something else I saw. Janae's brother also has made a statement from her Insta. God, now I have to divert reading his story before I can try to see where it was leaked that Kenny said the N word, or if just made up, if it was made up. Okay, we said Janae is strong and she is human. I would kindly request to encourage her by prayers and support with respect to her privacy. My family is my priority. My faith is my fuel. My prayers continue onward for Kenny and his family during this time as well. Okay, okay. Okay, just simple. Simple on to the point. Simple, yeah, very simple, straight to the point. That hey, it's she's gonna be Renee's gonna be okay. Continue lifting her up. She's a survivor, and she's gonna come out and she's gonna become and she's gonna still be the bad bitch that she is. Is kind of what he said. But remember what I said? Remember when I read her sister's statement? She went in. Yeah. Yeah. From him saying like that Shanae will come out strong and keep lifting her up to her sister saying that this guy had him fooled, fumbled the baddest. Huh. Oh yeah, back to the comment. If that's true, I am sick to my stomach for her. Yeah, me too. Yeah, that to call someone what is quite possibly the most racist. Yeah, to call a black woman, a black man, black woman, black non-binary person, the N-word. That is quite possibly one of the most racist words or statements you can say ever. And I can and Serena also kind of got made a comment somewhere, but I can't find it. But people screen. Thank God TikTok allows photos in comments. I don't know where she commented on, but it's she says a narcissist and a racist with like a emoji. I don't know what to say, but I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm not done. Oh God. Okay, now I'm doubting if I even said. Did I say? Yeah, I think I did. I did say about Leah's new comment, right? How about you delete my man off your page instead of deleting my comments? Yeah, I did. Just wanted to clear that. But about an hour ago, Liv posted on her IG story sharing Kenny's story about that from his statement. Ooh, and yeah, like I said, Kenny really fucked up. Your pathetic excuse for a story is laughable. I can't even put into words how good of a person Nene is and how hard it is to watch her go through something like this. Not she's not saying anything about what happened, but she's saying a lot as well. And then also tagging adding his name basically tagging him on a story. I hope this gives you the clout you always wanted, you fucking loser. I would crawl into a hole and never come out and never show my face in the public again. And then someone's saying like, "Ew, look at this. Look at what this posted." Oh God, I think they what they're saying like it's check what Dumois posted. Dumois is also like this gossip page. Uh, Someone sent an anonymous email. Yeah, yeah. Oh, hold on. Fucking story. Fucking stories. Why? Story. But someone sent an anonymous email to this Dumas about Janae and Kenny and what happened, saying this. Allegedly, the tea on the breakup is that she found texts on Kenny's phone about his plan to stay with her for business slash clout, texts with friends calling her racist names, which aligns with both Leah and Serena's statements calling him a clout chaser and racist. And some people thought that one of them cheated. Uh-uh. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Finding out that your partner is a disrespectful, racist piece of shit is worse than catching them with his pants down. Are we awake? Is this actually happening? Are we not in some awful nightmare that we cannot wake up? No, this is real. Oh my God. What the fuck? And it's a blind date. I don't even know if it's actually true or not. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are gonna. I'm pretty sure some of the cast are gonna say a whole lot more when I get off. And I'm not gonna do another live on this. I'm only saying this once. I'm only talking about this once and once only. If you wanna deep dive in it too, you guys can look up all the shit. I ain't doing it again. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna not say anymore and don't go live for another while. But it's bad. That's it. That's the only one thing I can describe it. It is downright appalling. And I don't want to know exactly what he said, if all this is true, that he really, really disrespected Janae. But telling from her response to his statement, oh my God, oh look, this is even better. Yeah, someone literally confirming the same thing. Someone literally asking, "What did he do?" As one does. Like us, there's always that one person in the comments always going, "What happened? What happened?" And then someone literally gives the summarized tea of it all. His homeboys thought it was funny to leak their group chat messages, and it showed him calling his basically Janae like what I've said, what I've addressed, and laughing. Laughing. I, I, I can't. I don't know what to say. If if a tenth of a percent of any of this is true, then Kenny, you're in trouble. Cause those Love Island fans, the people that the ones who write at dawn for all the PPG, you might not want to post for the next 3 years. Your next post about anything, if you even decide to return to your social medias, should be in 2028. But then again, some people might bring it up. I'm gonna look up your name and will bring it up like it's a resurfaced Twitter post, say, like a celebrity's Twitter post being brought up 14 years before, get later, and you're gonna get canceled, and I'm straight getting canceled on Twitter. Yeah. Hmm. Oh my God. I have no words. And I voted for them. Oh, I just forgot. I voted for them. I voted for them to win. I voted for both Jane and Kenny to win the money because I felt so bad for her. Because I felt bad for Janae literally getting nothing but L's instead of W's. And I thought maybe winning would actually boost her self confidence, but yeah, and making it very clear, the vote was mostly for Janae, not for Kenny. But so I'm Team Janae, of course. You should be too, because it's 2025. You cannot we as a society cannot normalize this kind of behavior. No matter no matter and yes. And yes, a lot. And yes, it may have to do with who's running this country by right now, and how a lot of people apparently have more balls to really show who they are. But this is unacceptable. Racism has always been wrong. It's been wrong ever since slavery, ever since ever since segregation, ever since stealing land, ever since literally everything, ever since this country was formed, racism was never okay. And there's nothing you can say to justify it. Actually, let's see if any of y'all fuckers, y'all motherfuckers, want to justify this. You can't, because it's not okay. I'll just probably end it with this, as what a lot of people tend to say when it comes to someone being exposed as a racist, do better. Do better. And again, Kenny's probably going again, if I, like I said, Kenny probably won't stay off social media. Probably post in the next 3 days about if it is true that he did do this, he'll probably come up with this little sorry act. He's gonna put a nice little apology. Maybe, like Leah said, probably might be, may or may not be ChatGPT written. But I'm disgusted. Janae deserves better. Janae, you are a bad bitch. You truly deserved more than what you experienced in that villa. And I know that you have your support group. You got a lot of people standing beside you and behind you. The pitchforks, the ones with pitchforks, they are obviously standing beside you. Head up high. Just keep your head up. This was, oh, oh, damn. I'm sorry, I'm reading something else, which is like a show not related to Love Island, but I'm gonna talk about another show that's possessed my head, that's clouded my brain. Oh my god. Okay, maybe I'm probably am just waiting for something else to come out related to this because it's gonna get worse. It couldn't get any worse. Maybe it will. Oh, who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? It's probably gonna be more explosive. Well, I'm not finding any new thing. Not seeing anything. But keep up to date with any of the Love Island cast from last year. And oh, if you want to keep yourself entertained, watch hit Kenny's following count go down. I actually don't know what his number was, where it start, where what number it started, but now it's at 738,000. I think he's lost about 15,000. 15,000 people. That tends to happen when someone is your favorite those celebrities are exposed. Mass unfollowing. Yay! Great for them, but not for that, not for you. Oh my god, I'm looking at. I don't even know how much TikTok was. Yeah, Janae's comments are off. Literally, her side, not including the ones that named her as a collaborator. Her comments are off, literally. And in Kenny's view, his is limited. His comments are limited, but some are still up. I'm literally going on TikTok on everything that has been revealed. Kenny, you're done for. Yeah, they're definitely gonna say a whole lot more when I'm done. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not making another live. I am not doing another one of this. Y'all can just look it up because when I do another one of these lives, it's gonna be old news. Janae will be back and better than ever. Her girls, her friends, every one of them will be right behind her. Yeah, be scared. I'm gonna be scared, and I feel like I should stay scared. Okay, I think I'm done with that. I think I'm done talking about this. I don't want to talk. I don't feel like I want to anymore. I think I've already talked about the. Oh no, because my last live was July 9th. The show that has took over my brain since July 10th has been going on. And you know what I'm talking about. Bitch, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the new season of Big Brother. Moved in July 8th. The season premiere was July 10th on CS. But pre-plug before I do, watch the live feeds 24/7 on Paramount Plus, but you have to pay. If you don't want to give your money to Paramount or you're just broke, go to Pluto TV. They have a quad view for free with ads, of course. But it's fine. You can sit through the ads every unknown minutes, right? Right. Sorry if that was loud. Well, I think I should talk about Big Brother. And for those of you who don't know what Big Brother is, where the hell have you been? It's been 25 years. Big Brother is a what's considered a reality competition show where a group of people called house guests or housemates in other countries are locked in this one big home for an unknown amount of days, depends on what country you're from, completely cut from the outside world, monitored by dozens and dozens of cameras and dozens of microphones. No privacy, too. That means they are. That's it's kind of based on a novel 1984 by George Orwell. And thing is, and it's not. I don't think it's a character. It's what it is. It's just called Big Brother. And a statement: Big Brother is watching you. That's what it is, and that's what it is. Big Brother. Big Brother was created back in 1999 by a man named John de Mol Jr. of the Netherlands. So yeah, Big Brother is not a U.S. creation; it's a Netherlands creation. Started September 16th, 1999. But I'm not talking about the Netherlands. I'm talking about the U.S. because that's where I'm from, and that's what's airing now. Okay, okay. So the first of the season aired. 16, the house guests all enter, and all of a sudden, boom, power goes out. Power goes out, power is gone. The host, who is Mrs. Julie Chen Moonves, married to the former CEO of CBS, who resigned for reasons I don't think I can say, but she has stood by him ever since it came out and literally changed her official name from Julie Chen to Julie Chen Moonves, certainly as a statement saying that she was standing by her man. They're still married. They have been married for 21 years. Pre-Christmas 2004. Now back to the show. She gets kidnapped, and then there's this like little HOH relic, and his mastermind's kind of like be like, wah ha, mom, wah ha ha ha, you'll never find him. Like a I don't know, a Disney Nickelodeon cartoon villain, movie slash TV show villain, like the wah ha, you'll never find it. So it's up to all the house guys to find Julie and find this relic. So the first group, the 8 people that entered first, Adrian, Amy, Ava, Lauren, Mickey, Riley, Vince, and Zach, had to do a bridge puzzle to access the doors. There were 8 doors. One of them, Julie was inside. Zach found the door where Julie was and was told that he would receive a reward. With the other 8, Ashley, Jimmy, Catherine, Keanu, Kelly, Morgan, Will, and Zay, had to find where that relic was. Jimmy found a relic, and he got a reward as well. First reward was Zach. Zach got a $10,000 reward for finding Julie, which is kind of on brand, don't you think? If you think about it. If you think about it, it's actually kind of on brand because there you see those missing at posters describing a person. There's always this like reward. They offer a nice good cash reward for finding him. That's basically it. That comes like with some kind of power though. I'll get to that power later. Jimmy got his reward. His reward was he got to choose 4 people to compete in the first head of household competition. He could also choose himself, which he does. I would too. He also chose Adrian, Ashley, and Vince. They had to do they get the competition. Vince wins the HOH competition. later, right when they enter the game, well, before that, there was rumors that there was a secret new 17th house guest coming in. And a lot of people, as they do, spread rumors on who this 17th person is. What was somewhat official was that I think Julie said this. Julie said this was going to be a polarizing figure, somewhat controversial, and that both sides will have strong reactions. That's what she said. That's what she said. So the mystery house guest was then revealed to be Big Brother 12 house guest and Big Brother 13 winner Rachel Riley. Yes, who originally started as the red-headed VIP cocktail waitress, best known for her line "Floaters better grab a life fast." Kristen, Ray, considered a BB legend and icon. Rachel is a very polarizing figure. She got two HOHs on her first season. She was evicted on the fifth week, being nominated alongside her showmance of the season, Brendan. Both of them returned the next season as part of like this duo twist, and Rachel ends up winning for her and for Brendan. They got married, of course, and they're still together. They're still together after all these years, and they have some kids together. So that's that. Mastermind comes back on the screen and reveals that there is an accomplice amongst them. Should they correctly identify the accomplice, that person would leave the house immediately. But if they failed, that person becomes a house guest and stays until they get evicted. The show ends, and then Sunday, a whole bunch of speculation. The fans had to speculate who it was. Apparently, some people thought they had it. Some people are just confused. But I don't know. The fans are crazy. They found who they released a fucking trailer revealing the first five of them, if I remember correctly. Ashley and Catherine, Zach, I think Zach and Zay, and Vince maybe were in that tease trailer that CBS put out. They found him like fucking minutes. That's how crazy. That's how obsessed and insane this fandom is. So next episode, which comes Sunday, that's the Sunday the 13th of July. They voted for who the accomplice was, and in a 11-5 vote, Riley received the most votes. They were wrong, which I actually figured. I kind of figured that they would be wrong because come on, these people, a lot of them are. I don't think they even. I don't. Let's face it. They just wouldn't. They just wouldn't. The accomplice was then revealed to the audience, to the viewers at home, that it was Amy. And then literally flashbacks showed what she did to help the mastermind. Try to get away with kidnapping Julie and the HOH relic. So then Zach then learns more about his 10K award. The award was that he could use the money to purchase one-time immunity if he's nominated for eviction following a veto meeting. If I have to, I feel like I have to explain what the premise of the show is. Only in the U.S. though. Not a lot of other countries do it, but in the U.S. Every week, the house guests compete for a head of household. That person wins, gets the most luxuries as possible. their own bedroom, their own bathroom. They have and full power. They then nominate two, well, in this season, three people for eviction. Originally, it was two people for eviction. Originally, via key wheel, basically going in order, and then that's considered a nomination ceremony. Then the next day, they play veto competition. Veto competition, the winner gets the power to save one of the nominees, forcing the HOH to name a replacement. They could also choose to keep the nominations the same and do nothing. If they, and like I said, if they do use the veto, the HOH was forced to make an replacement nominee. Then in a few days, they then have a live eviction show with the host Julie Chen Moonves, and everybody else, not including the HOH and nominees, votes via diary room, one at a time, and they cast their votes to evict. Whoever receives the more vote total over the other gets evicted and is subjected to an interview with Julie and goodbye messages in case they're the one they sent home. And before, they would usually have time for the next HOH competition, either to actually do it or to start, whether it be, depends on what kind of it is. But recent trend I've seen is that they don't have any time for an HOH competition at all. The HOH is aired on Sundays. All of it. I hate that trend. Okay, back to it. So Rachel, as you know, Rachel arrived like 10 minutes before the show ended. She was then told that she would be receiving immunity for eviction as she arrived late, but would also be told that she would actually live the week as a have-not. Now, if you don't know what have-nots started back in season 11. Well, what's technically like a have-not? Originally, in seasons 2 through 10, everybody would participate in a food competition where they would either earn food for the week or be subject to a strict diet. Seasons 2 through 6, the losers of the food competition would be subjected to a peanut butter and jelly sandwich diet for a week, for the whole week. But sometimes they would work together to earn food for the day. If they can either they can win food every day, or they can win food for some days and eat PB&J and the other days, or everybody has to eat the PB&J. Rules are rules. The PB&J was then replaced with this little thing called slop. And then starting in season 11, they would do have-not competitions to determine the week's have-nots. Usually up to four house guests are subject to this punishment, where along eating that slop, they also have to sleep in a very uncomfortable bed for the week and take cold showers for the week. Yeah, the luxury of having your water hot, gone. The right to sleep in a peaceful bed, gone. The right to eat food, the right to actually eat a nice meal, gone. Like you're living as a second class house guest. You're living like second class citizens. Okay, back to it. Rachel, then it was revealed that three more people could receive immunity via a safety chain, where Rachel will have to choose one person to give another immunity, and that person will have to save the next person as well. So Rachel started by saving Will, who then chose to save Zach, who then chose to save Ava. Meaning Ava, Rachel, Will, and Zach were immune for the first week and had to become have-nots for the week. Then the episode ends with Vince giving his nominees, and the nominees are Amy, Ashley, and Zay. The veto competition then happens, and the winner is Ashley. In the meeting, Ashley saves herself in a block, which means Vince is forced to choose another nominee. He chooses Kelly, who for some reason decided to volunteer for the spot. Are you fucking kidding me, you dumb bitch? Why would you do that? So that happened. The live eviction happens, which means Amy, Kelly, and Zay are the final nominees. But this year has been kind of different. They implemented this last year. Originally called it the BBAI Arena, related to the AI twist. This year, it's the BB Blockbuster. The competition is the nominees will go through one more competition and basically one final chance to save themselves. The person that wins the competition will be safe, and the two losers will become the final nominees. So that's what the Blockbuster is. The competition's played out. Kelly somehow manages to win it, which means Amy and Zay are the nominees. Strategizing happened. Everybody votes to evict, and a 9-5 vote. The first house guest evicted is Zay. In a 9-5 vote. The 9 votes were Ashley, Ava, Jimmy, Catherine, Lauren, Mickey, Morgan, Rachel, and Riley. Therefore, Adrian, Keanu, Kelly, Will, and Zach voted to evict Amy instead. Yeah. Crazy. And that kind of and if y'all know how much what alliances are, I'm just basically going what's going on Wikipedia with a more casual view. Casuals is a kind of a slang or mostly slang, somewhat derogatory term of calling someone who only watches the edited version on CBS every Sunday, Wednesday, and Thursday, instead of watching the live feeds, 24-hour live feeds. I barely watch feeds anymore. It's really kind of nothing. But some people literally watch all day to see if anything entertaining happens, which good luck. I follow an account on Twitter who does these live updates, going word for word. Typing out word for word what the Huskers are saying live time. So the next HOH competition happens. The winner was Jimmy. Jimmy got to win it. But there were 3 additional powers were given to 3. Excuse me. Sorry for that. 3 separate house guests. First power was that if the person wins it, they could. Well, they call it a mystery competitor power, and it's only about the veto. If they decide to activate it, a former house guest would come in and compete in the veto in your spot, would take your place in the veto. And if that person wins the veto, they win the veto. They get the veto. Keanu got that power. And I'm just gonna spoiler. Yes, he did. Yes, he used it in the first week. Yes, he used it the moment he got to use it. Next power was this mystery veto, and the only way that it could be redeemable is that the person wins it must compete in a separate competition, and if they complete it in time, they the veto becomes the veto is usable. If they lose the competition, then not forget about it. That's it. Kelly snagged it. Kelly snagged it. And yes, she does use it, of course, because dumb. But I'm not going to tell you if Keanu won or Kelly won yet, because there's one more power. The third power is this thing called HOH interrogation power. The winner of the power, someone who got that power, the person who gets that power, has the power to anonymously take over the current running HOH. But the HOH then has to interrogate literally everybody, like you're in a police, like you're. Just imagine that the HOH is Olivia Benson and you're one of the suspected perpetrators. That's it. That's basically what it is. If they correctly identify who tried to take over their HOH, that house guest will be exposed and the HOH will stay the same. If they fail to identify, the person who took over will be the new HOH. The winner of that power was Mickey. And final spoiler, no, she has not used it. But there's a but she has until the end of the pre-jury phase, which pre-jury is like a set like first 7 weeks now, because they went back to a jury of 7. Pre-jurors are people who get evicted and are sent straight home. That's it. You go back home and you don't come back until then you fly back out to for finale night. Meaning that they get to watch in real time what's going on from home, from their comforts of their own home. And they are made aware of what fully happened. If you're a juror, though, you are immediately whisked back to the hotel and then to this secret location called the jury house, where you stay there until finale night, completely unaware of what's happened, until every week a new person enters the jury house and they get caught up on what's been going on inside the house. Those people have one final power in finale. They get to vote for the winner, the eventual winner, based on what they see. So that's that. Okay, back to it. Okay, back to it. Mickey has that blah 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 nominees. Jimmy nominated. He decided to nominate Agent, Keanu, and Kelly. I've seen this film before. So yeah, like I said, Keanu activated his power, and some people automatically somewhat would assume who would it be, and obviously dreading on who it was. God forbid it was that one person who was the only person winning competitions because the competitions were rigged for him. But it wasn't. The person that competed for Keanu was Big Brother 20 winner Casey Clark. The last person that anybody would suspect. And ask me, did Casey win? Go ahead. Ask me, did Casey win the veto for Keanu? You bet your ass she did. Of course. But Keanu has won that veto. But I told you that Kelly activated her mystery veto power. That can only be activated if she wins it, right? Well, let's do this first. The veto meeting happens, Keanu saves himself, and Jimmy then nominates Amy. Kelly then competes in her competition. Did she win? Ask me this. Did Kelly win her her mini veto competition? Did she win that comp? A fucking course she did.